Hi, this is Coldie, and I wanted to show you some of the progress I've been making on my decentralized portrait series. In this part, I'm going to kind of talk about the creative process and what happens when you're going from part A to part B, but then you take a sidetrack on the way. So a lot of my artwork is feeling based and intuition based, where I'll have a concept in my mind, but I'm not tied to the end product. I'm able to take a step back and sometimes let the creative process itself kind of dictate where I go for at least a certain amount of time. Um, I'll be intrigued by just different layers that I'll run into and kind of compartmentalize that into its own quick little design charrette where I'll see something and then I will execute a alternate design and then go back to the main task at hand, which I just much more exciting to me because I'll come across things I wouldn't have expected, and the results are just fun, and you just can have more creativity out of a single project. So when you're looking at this one here, this was the first variant that I came across, and this happened as I was kind of processing the stereoscopic side of the portrait. So I'd already done my base collage and started doing layering for this, and as I turned off a layer, something very similar to this just popped up on the screen, and I just stopped working and was kind of enthralled by this kind of duotone collage. And from there I did some cleanup and kind of executed this design into a more of a finessed look, and then saved that as its own design and went back on to the overall design, which at the time was this layout. So working with this one, I was working with my left and rights, trying to get the depth correct, and after that I started playing around with 3D layering, and I would get some really interesting layouts like this that I just thought was really interesting. It was the same look, but in a whole different way. So after that, I started messing around with some other layering options, and this one came up into play as I was editing some text. I did a select all option, and the overlay of the highlighted text on top of his face was just a beautiful negative look, and I saved that as its own variant. So as you'll see, there's a lot of different options going on here, and I like playing with this in the process. You get some really fun results that you wouldn't expect otherwise. So that's my video, and thank you very much for watching.